Hello everyone, this is my software evaluation presentation regarding Microsoft Lync, or as it has become known as Skype for Business. This is for class Business 634, Seminar and Information Systems Issues, and my name is Christopher Waltz. The objectives that I would like to accomplish using this presentation are identifying the need for software and its functions, the overview of software evolution, so where did the software come from and how was it improved along the way and where is it now, the methodology for evaluation, the benefits and featured functions of Microsoft Lync, so what is something or a few things that I particularly liked about the Microsoft Lync software as I encountered it and evaluated it, disadvantages and recommendations from that on the user experience, not only from me, but also from user group analysis. I also want to finally give my overall recommendation on the software itself and look at what the future holds for the software and the market for the software. A little bit of my background: I'm 5 years in Human Resources Information Systems at Henry Ford Health System here in Metro Detroit. Our team works as a liaison between the Human Resources staff as our customer, also the people that the Human Resources staff supports, so the employee customer base, and then we interpret that to the developers, so we work alongside with the developers as well on systems like Oracle PeopleSoft, SAP SuccessFactors, which is a performance management software, HealthStream Learning Management System, and also our time and hour entry system, Chronos. So when I was identifying the software and looking at the need for the communication and collaboration software, one of the things that I noticed with our group and our organization is that we have a great deal of email overuse. I could definitely see where a need for this type of software came about. We are notorious for using those one-line subject emails and trying to get a real quick question answered using email, overusing the carbon copy feature of an email, trying to CC everybody in a group in order to get their feedback, and then also we tend to send a lot of multiple versions of modified files back and forth until we get the finalized file. Setting up logistics of a physical meeting space, that has always become a challenge. We're always trying to vie for a particular spot, especially when it's a busy time of the day or a busy time of the year. And it also proves a challenge for people who work remotely or at other locations who aren't able to travel. Coordinating schedules of busy coworkers, not only our direct staff, but also our leadership as well, trying to get a few moments of their time. We also have had struggles in the past with trying to set up our technology in a new meeting place. I'm sure we've all had that happen to us, where our computer doesn't have the exact ports for displaying or projecting information. So we always struggle with that. Incorporating ad hoc attendees, so people that needed to be involved at a moment's notice or were forgotten, so that we need to add them right away. We need to have that flexibility as well. Also, we wanted to have a presentation medium in which everybody can utilize and view it all at the same time. So with Microsoft Lync, Skype for Business, it originally generated from Microsoft Office Communicator. That was the genesis, and began with Lync version 2010. What they were trying to do with this is they were trying to integrate the full Microsoft Exchange servers. So what they were trying to incorporate is the contacts and all the information that people used previously from Outlook, and try to integrate that all into an easy way for a business model. Also with Microsoft, in 2011, as Lync was developing, they acquired Skype, which they bought for a record-setting $5 billion, which was unprecedented at the time and turned a lot of heads. In 2015, they then took that same Skype platform and decided that that would replace their former Lync version, and use this new tool as Skype for Business, like we were saying, to particularly target businesses and make a one-stop business solution. So my next question was, why Lync? Well, I wanted to choose a software that it could really be utilized by my team and be beneficial toward all of our goals. We really haven't used a collaboration software prior to this, so we were really looking forward to streamlining our processes, and it just so happened that this project came along at a perfect time. So I thought, well, might as well kill two birds with one stone, as they say, and get the benefits from both. So I wanted to choose something also too that our company had licenses to. So as I was looking at all the options on the ZDNet, this one stuck out because through my research and in talking with our IT staff, they happened to have license for that. So I really wanted to get something we had a license for, so that I could fully test the features and see what the full software looks like. I also wanted to increase our team's overall customer service and customer satisfaction, and expand our reach to improve our processes with our customers. The methodology for my software evaluation consisted of 8 key factors. The first was accessibility, making sure that the software was going to be accessible to everybody. I wanted to compare systems that would be available and be able to be utilized through all of the means that each location. I also wanted to support is huge for us. With support, I wanted to make sure that not only are we going to be able to implement it, but are we going to be able to maintain it. This is a factor that when we're looking at software for our organization, that's a really huge factor, is they look at support. So when comparing these softwares, these platforms, I wanted to look at support and make sure that was a key component. Cost, with the leadership is always looking at cost. That's always a factor, so that's a no-brainer. Versatility, making sure that it functions well with the other programs of the system. Vendor-client portfolio, that's a huge factor for us when implementing software. We take a look and see who is the current customers of that vendor and or past customers, to see what are the best practices, who out there can offer us feedback. But the ones that have the most truthful feedback are the ones below it, the user group feedback. So this is probably your average Joe on the street who utilizes the software, other analysts and things like that, that can give you a more truthful approach to what you're looking for. The implementation timeline, want to make sure that it's something that can be implemented quickly, of course. And then the user interface, making sure that it's useful and easy to use for not only just a few people, but also for your entire user group. Some of the particularly nice features that I liked about this, and it seems to be their Lync's bread and butter, is their VoIP internet-enabled calling. We really like that. That feature seems to work really well for us, especially for those conferencing in for who are working remotely or off-site. Presentation screen sharing, I really use this, I would say almost every day now that we have this program installed, and we use it to demonstrate a uniform presentation at most times and make sure that it's easily accessible by all the team members. Also, the instant messaging keeps us responsive to one another, makes sure that we can communicate effectively and also increase our productivity. Some of the disadvantages, though, that I experienced as I was analyzing this software is that the support compared to a lot of smaller organizations, it looks like it would be difficult for smaller businesses to afford the on-site support. With Microsoft, you can always get whatever you pay for, but unfortunately that costs a lot of money. So for a smaller business to get this type of on-site support wouldn't be cost effective for them. So, but through my research, I did notice that there is a web client model that wasn't tested in here, but it looks like it has some of the same integrated functionality, but is on a more limited scale. I did find from user feedback that domestic integration is great, meaning here in the US, but the international integration still needs improvement. It looks like some people have had some global dilemmas in the past, having some struggles with, could be some server or functionality issues going across seas. The overall recommendation for the product, I really enjoyed it. It's a great software. I continue to use it. It does seem, the software version does seem geared toward large business and integration and collaboration. It's particularly helpful for our department, our types of support and customer services. These are departments that would particularly benefit well from this. I really utilize the screen share feature so that I can help customers or clients troubleshoot their issues. It's a great way to demonstrate particular things. So when we want to train a particular customer on the proper navigation or the proper use of a software, we can use the Skype as a presentation tool in order to keep them on the same basis as we are. We also use it for sharing the capabilities, so we can get capabilities remote in, and they can permit us to use the mouse, and we can also interact with their screen as well to a limited degree. With the acquisition of Skype, I feel that Microsoft seems very committed to this product and the success of this product. You wouldn't really invest $8.5 billion into something that you don't feel committed to. So I feel like they're in it for the long haul, and I feel it's going to continue to need some innovation and continue to evolve as competition gets a little bit more fierce. And I can see that as the future market keeps innovating itself, it looks like mobile devices will be the area for competition. So those devices, particularly with IBM or all of the Google devices, Amazon, things of that nature, I feel that this is an area that the market's going to expand into. So this is an area for competition. With these recommendations and outlook, I feel that this is a great software. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to the presentation. I hope it was very helpful. And I had a great time evaluating this and got a lot out of it. So thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.